What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, here I have some unboxing to do of some goodies that I bought for the truck. I went with the Cobb Stage 1 package. So excited. This package comes with an intake for the truck and also the flash for the ECU. I'm going to be working with Goose-Tune, who's going to be providing me the map for this. So I'm so excited. As you guys know, gas prices have been absolutely insane. And even though the truck is not a V8, this little V6 twin turbo still takes up a lot of gas, especially when towing. So this should help me out a lot with fuel and so much more. And I'm so excited to get all of this installed. So before we get everything installed, I want to go ahead and box everything. Again, huge shout out to Goose-Tune for sending me all this merch. I'm excited to be running his map on the Raptor. If you guys haven't heard of him, be sure to check him out. He does tons of different maps and things like that for Raptors. Pretty big on Instagram. Check him out. And then here we have the Cobb with the intake. So today I'm going to be installing all of this and installing the map as well, which I'm excited about. So let's get to unboxing. Here I am inside of my beautiful Ford Raptor. So here I have my Cobb Flash Pro, and the way this works pretty much plugs into your OBD2 sensor. So it's pretty much a simple install. I think the intake is going to take a lot more time than this. Luckily, Goose-Tune provided me tons of instructions step by step, including YouTube videos and everything. This is pretty much dummy proof. So shout out to him for sending me this email with all of the details that I need to install this. So we're gonna go ahead and get started by plugging this in and following the instructions that he provided. So inside this box, we have tons of cool little accessories and things like that. It even comes with a pretty cool keychain and also came with some stickers. So that's pretty awesome. First things first, what I'm gonna do is plug in this into the OBD2 into the Accessport, and then from there I'm going to have the Accessport turn on, load the settings on there, and then next step would obviously be connecting a laptop and downloading my map. So this is actually very simple to locate. It is right here, and there we go. Very simple, just needed 2 hands to plug that in. All right, screen protector removed, and now we'll plug it in. So as you guys see, it's turning on. That's pretty cool. And this also helps with tons of different things when it comes to towing. So many different factors. So if you have a truck and you actually use your truck for towing, or maybe you just want to get better gas mileage, I highly recommend to reach out to him. I highly recommend that you look and get a map for your truck. This could help with so many different factors. Again, not only gas mileage, but can help with your transmission and things like that. So I told him all of my specs, told him what kind of fuel I'm running, told him what I'm using the truck for, and pretty much this is custom. I don't want to say custom made, but the settings are like custom to what you plan to do with the truck. So let's let this thing load and then we will see what happens.
The next day.
All right, guys, next day here, and part 2 of this is me installing the intake that I got from Cobb. As you guys saw in the first part of the video, I did the Accessport, and now I'm getting ready to do the intake, which seems pretty simple. So I'm gonna take you guys step by step. I have all of the stuff here. Got the intake little box here, the filter. Then we got the piping that it comes with. Cobb supplies everything. So we have the clamps for the couplers, and that's everything here that's on the table. So here we have the factory intake that I'm gonna be removing. We're taking this whole thing out. What you're gonna do is start by loosening these clamps, and all you're gonna need is a flathead. So I loosen this one, and then we have the lower one down here, and then you actually do have another one here. Starting off, what you wanna do is go ahead and loosen these 2. So essentially what this does is you're gonna be using your same air box that you currently use, but you're gonna be replacing it obviously with the filter and then a different top, and then you have the 2 pipes. Essentially one's gonna go here, and then you have the little elbow here. So you're not gonna be removing this, so no need to touch many. Like, all these sensors down here are gonna stay. There's only one sensor that you're gonna be taking out, and that is this one right here in the middle. Right here, as you guys can see. Focus. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that sensor out, and then for the air box, you gotta just loosen these 2 clamps. You have the upper one, and then you have the lower one here, and then you have the 2 clips. And once you take those two clips off, you can go ahead and remove everything. So there we have the lid off of the filter. And then we have the dirty. Look at that, that's pretty dirty. That's gross. So we're gonna be taking this out and then replacing with the new one. Alright, so first things first, before you install this into the truck, what you're going to want to do is come with 6 Allen key screws, which Cobb provided, the little Allen key that comes with it. And then you have to just simply pop it in here. And then you'll just secure it down with the Allen keys, and then after that, you can put your gasket on it. We got our screws all tightened with the Allen key that Cobb provided, and now what you're gonna do is take this little gasket, you'll put it on here, and then you can install it into the truck. So once you have pretty much the airbox installed, what you're gonna do is with these 2 couplers, you're gonna put the longer one at the top. So one thing that I wanna mention, honestly that's very important, is that you face the clamps where the flathead is facing towards you. So that way anytime that you need to maybe remove this or tighten it, it's just very easy to get to. A lot of people already know this, but I spent 5 minutes trying to take off one of the clamps earlier because it was all the way in the back. So it could save you a lot of time in the future. So you got these 2 pipes right here, and the longer one goes at the top and the bottom one goes to the lower part of the intake. What we're gonna do first is install this one, which you're gonna install it towards the back because this is where that sensor goes where that little hole's at. So let's go ahead and get this one settled, and then we can go ahead and install the last piece. Alright guys, so once you have everything put together, you don't want to tighten anything just yet because you have a brace. And what this brace does is holds the 2 pipes essentially together, so it's not like moving around. So we're going to go ahead and install this brace. And then from there, we can go ahead and tighten all of the clamps and your installation is done. Alright guys, so there you have it. I went ahead and tightened every single thing. Now, the last thing to do is to plug in the sensor that we disconnected earlier. Alright guys, last piece you want to not forget to do is to remove the sensor from the old intake, and you put it in and you just turn it and lock it, similar to how you removed it on the other one. And then you just grab the plug. And you should be good to go. Alright, so now that we have the intake completely installed, we put the sensor back in. I'm going to start the truck up, warm it up for a second, and then we can press a little bit, see if we hear a difference. Alright, so now that the intake is completely installed, what I'm going to do now is plug this back into the OBD2, and we're going to upload the new map where now it's reading that it has the intake. Alright, so now that we're in, you're going to want to make sure you have all your power on, but you want to turn everything that's, you know, like the lights and stuff like that off. We're going to go to the tune, and then we're going to change the tune, ECU map, load in the files. So as you can see, this is what I had on right now, the first for map 1, and now we're going to go to the second one. He said that it's going to have my name on it. There's several other stuff in here, but I'm gonna click that one, and there we go. I'm gonna let it do its thing. Here we go. So now you're just gonna let it sit. Should take about maybe 10 minutes or less.
There we go.
And then we'll go for a ride. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Simple. The map is uploaded. We're gonna go ahead and turn the truck on, and then from there we can take it for a ride. Alright, we're gonna do our first pull. Let's let this car move a little bit so we have some space. I was not expecting that. It was a little delay. It took a second. Wow. Honestly, I really feel a huge difference, to be honest. Alright. Got a little straight area coming. Even though this is like slow. 30 miles per hour. Very responsive for sure with the new map that's updated. It feels really, really good. Could definitely feel a difference with the intake on. More responsive. It's actually moving now. Oh yeah, we're gonna hop on the highway. All right, now we're headed to the post office to drop some orders off. I was like, let's just take the truck so we can do some pulls, but we're gonna actually hop on the highway in a little bit. Be sure to check out my website, www.joannagmurray.com. I have tons of merch, different air fresheners. We got this one right here with the Evo, never give up. So many different selections. So thank you so much to everybody who has supported. I'm dropping off some of your orders right now, and then we are, what are we doing next, Meliga? We're gonna go get some
acai bowls.
Acai bowls. So we'll just bring you guys along the way, and when we get on the highway, we'll do a quick little pull to end the video. So we can actually send it a little bit, because right now I'm like in 30 mile, 40 mile per hour zone, so I don't want to, or I can't really send it too hard here. So let's go drop these orders off, and then from there we'll get our acai bowl. It's really heavy. But it feels good. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little install that I did for the Cobb intake and updating the map and all of that. Hopefully I help somebody out who's looking to do the same thing. So far the truck is very responsive and I'm so happy. Can't wait to drive it around more, and hopefully this helps out with gas as well, because as you guys know, gas is insane right now. So that's it for today's video guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, check out the website, www.joannagmurray.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.